Welcome to the Shaun Show. My name is Shaun. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I want to get that out of the way because I want to talk to y'all about something real quick. I know you guys probably have heard about this in the news. I want to talk about this Jim Cornette situation with Miro. Now look, me and you, we cool. We have conversations, right? I always say comment down in the comments below and we talk about stuff, right? We talk about what you guys think about anything that has to do with the multitude of sports that I cover here on this channel. And I love to do it. I love to hear from you guys. I love when you comment it. And like I say, I always respond to every single thing that you guys say, whether it's positive or negative. I always respond to it. But a lot of those conversations that we have with each other are positive conversations. It's about my opinion and your opinion. And never in life, if you look at this from a macro perspective, right? Not a macro perspective. If this is a political situation and I'm running for election, somebody else is running for election, if you want to vote for me, or if you want to vote for the other guy, or if there's a majority of people who want to vote for me, or a majority of people who want to vote for the other guy or girl, then no matter where I stand on stuff, no matter where they stand on stuff, I'm never going to get 100% of the vote. They're never going to get 100% of the vote. No matter what your opinion is on things that you watch or things that you say, it may be one of your favorite television shows. You may say this is the best thing ever, the best movie ever, the best video game ever. It could be the best thing that just occupies your time for years. And you bring to somebody else and they look at it and they say, it's all right. I don't really like it. It's the same with food, right? I don't like lobster. A lot of people love lobster and crab and the garlic and the butter and all of that and the big seafood boils. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. The farthest I go is fried fish, but some people hate fried fish. The whole thing I'm trying to say to you as I'm talking to you about these situations is, look, everybody has their taste. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their belief system. Everybody has that, right? But where it gets crazy and where it goes off and where it gets in the gray area, right, is when your opinion or my opinion, and I produce it to you and you say it to me, if I came on this camera and I said to you guys, screw everyone, screw you guys, don't watch my show, I hate you, then a lot of you are going to say, well, I hate you too. A lot of you are going to say something crazy at the side of your mouth. Why? Because I said something crazy to you. Now that's not going to happen because we cool, we family. But that is what typically happens in life. That's what happens in Twitter and Instagram and all these different type of wars, is that people, they say something, right? And then once they say that one thing, then that person is disrespected, they feel, because they may have said something that crosses the line. Now, this goes to Mr. Jim Cornette. Now look, we all know Jim Cornette is Mr. Old School. And I mean, his way of booking things, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of the stuff that he says when it comes to booking things, I agree with 110%. I agree with how he produced, how things should be booked. Like for example, he just gave an example of this Kenny Omega segment that was on Dynamite, right? And this was the segment after the explosion. And Kenny Omega was, saying like a lot of crazy stuff. Like he was saying, oh, you never break character. Oh, 69 me in the ring. Like just crazy stuff that doesn't really help with the job that didn't happen with the explosion. And the job that was supposed to happen was supposed to be this big old explosion that for years from now, you can go back into AEW's vault and see it, and it's a highlight. It's a highlight of 2021 when they do the year-end review. That's what this was supposed to be. It didn't do its job. It sucked. And because it sucked, right, you're supposed to clean this up for the audience who paid money to see an explosion. They paid money to see this thing. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make people feel better about what happened or turn this into something that means something else. That's what you're supposed to do. That didn't happen. So when he starts speaking about what should have happened booking wise, I agree with him 110%. Where it goes off the rails for me, right, and where I jump off of it is when he starts calling people out their name, right? When he starts saying, what does he call him? Kenny Olivier and I don't know all of his. That's just the one nickname that comes to mind right now. But when he starts calling people's nicknames and out of their character that they portray on television, then that's disrespect. That's disrespectful to me. So if I say something disrespectful to you, then you guys are gonna let me know about it. If you say something disrespectful to me, I'm gonna let you guys know about it. But like I said, we don't talk like that. We cool. But Jim Cornette finds that no matter what he says, no matter what his opinion is, he has to give it so disrespectfully that somehow that's going to change the narrative and people are going to agree with him. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you're 100% correct. No one's ever going to 100% agree with you. And that is where my problem comes in at. Because now when you're disrespecting me and you're saying something crazy about me that has nothing to do with my job or my character, but now you're talking about my woman, now you're talking about my friend that looks like $1 million, but I may not be romantically involved. Maybe I see her as a sister. Maybe you're talking about somebody else that I'm cool with. You're saying something crazy and disrespectful to me, right? When you do that, that's when there's a problem. And Cornette does this every single time. Now, the problem with Jim Cornette is that when you say this stuff in private, you gotta be prepared to deal with it publicly. Do you think that Jim Cornette can win in a fight against Miro? Do you really think that? Do you really think if these two dudes had an issue that Jim Cornette's gonna step up to him and bow up and throw his fist, throw hands? You think that's gonna happen? No, it's not gonna happen because he's not capable of doing that. He cannot do that. He cannot back up the stuff that he says. So I don't know why he keeps saying it. Because exhibit number 1 is when keeping it real goes wrong for Jim Cornette and people push up on him, he calls for security. Look up Santino confronts Jim Cornette. He was copping pleas for security. Then he tried to spin the story like, I'm not gonna fight you here. What am I not gonna do? Fight you? No, it's on site. It means you have a problem. It's on site. So you can't do these things that you're doing and not expect somebody to come and see you. And that's what's going on with Jim. Give your opinion, give your analysis, but don't disrespect anybody. Because you don't want that smoke, you can't handle that smoke, and you're not about that smoke. And that's all I gotta say about little Jimmy. Because Jim talks a big game. He may talk crazy about Vince Russo. You know Vince Russo don't want that smoke. He ain't gonna talk crazy about Brock Lesnar. He's not gonna talk crazy about, he talked crazy about Miro, but Miro said, what's up? Oh, I'm gonna talk about you on my show. Oh, you're gonna talk about me further on your show. Okay, so when I pull up on you, are you going to be able to deal with the smoke? All I have to say in this quick little video between you and me, maybe not so quick, it's about 10 minutes. Do not put yourself in a position like Jim Cornette. If you're gonna say it, be ready to deal with it. Because unfortunately, Jim Cornette speaking about all these AEW guys, somebody is going to catch him at one of these conventions when the world opens up more. And now we're going to have another social media clip. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you here next time on The Shaun Show. Take care. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. For real, let's talk. Peace.